to play. And with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Cardinals will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's great. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Inside, it's Hughes. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now, start doing something about it.
Dropping back, it's Weckman. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
So now it's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, there's some room. Got enough for the first. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling to stop the run.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Knocked down immediately.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Key narration volume set to 100. Key narration volume set to 100.
pickup on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Shows him the stiff arm. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to throw, it's Queckman. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Complete on third down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Here's the pressure.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Using the quick game. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Runs through a tackle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. Off the play fake. Going for the big play. He's got it. Into the end zone.
nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
Coming out with it, it's Richardson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Stumbled to the ground.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Cardinals are rolling down the field. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
In the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going to the running game. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Looking downfield, it's Weckman. Shoots it to the left. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 20. Lowers those pads, and he scores! Touchdown, Cougars!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And the extra point is good. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Delayed handoff. It's Davis. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
To the air on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's forward. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Cardinals want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Throwing on the run. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Stepping to the right. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Brown. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A little floater there that falls incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Quackman. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Dropping back, it's Queckman. Fires left. It's complete. There he goes. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
His quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires downfield. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
And the hard part is, once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So,
and the rush will get to him at the 25. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting...
Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Queckman. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 30. The 20. Touchdown Cardinals. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Weckman. Going over the top. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. The 30. The 20. Inside. Touchdown Cardinals. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Drake. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Houston offense once again. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots. Shots on early downs, it doesn't happen.
Turning on the Jets. Past the 10. Touchdown Cougars. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught, and he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals!
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Beckman. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Houston wants to play fast.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Here's a little room there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes a catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That's caught. It's Brown. It's a running room. That's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Takes it in. Touchdown, Louisville.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's straight. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking for room, it's Hughes. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Cougars in the hurry-up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and
he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense not getting fooled? Second and inches, a lot of times it can be a run. The offense stays aggressive, so does the defense. Now gets them in a third and longer situation. This defense did a great job on that play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Quegman. Complete to the left. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner. And here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there.
Goes high to pull it in. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him. Makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Hughes. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this.
Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Hard running there. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Looking to scramble. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulder. They got it. It's blocked. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's reeled in. It's Foley. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hand off, Isaac Brown. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. As the offense gets ready to run out the clock, take the play clock all the way down to a fraction of a second. Do not give the defense a single millisecond. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. To the air, it's Queckman. Finds his target down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Houston will be forced to punt. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself on the draw. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. So the offense steps to the line with a fresh set of downs after the roughing the passer penalty. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, man. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
He might want another play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. They've got the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper? The likely game winner in the waning moments. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beckman. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it down the right side. Running free. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw at Stockton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Throwing Mack. He's going to go for a big one. Snags it.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he's going to bring, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped up by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know, if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Mack. Under fire. Avoids pressure on the right. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. and Mack. Rushes on him, and they got him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Looking to pass. It's Mack. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Looking for a big play. He's got it inside the 15. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
Well, they don't pick up the first down after the catch, but even still, the head coach now has a decision to make. On 4th down, is he kicking a long field goal? Is he going for it? It's decision time.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. All the way back to the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Throwing, Mack. Here's the pressure. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
And the Dogs come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Maybe some room here. Got enough for the 1st. He'll work his way down to the 28.
What a run, man. I'll tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. They'll go play action with Mack. Unleashes one deep. Caught outside on the right. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. You're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Quarterback keeper. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown Tide!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. You're not able to get it done.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking to pass. Breaks the tackle. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Working the middle, and they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Now improvising. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really...
Touchdown, Dogs! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the defense and two-point conversion.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Running inside, it's Hill. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go play action with Mack. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Russell unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
On target. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. Throwing Russell. Looking for a deep man. Caught. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Quarterback keep. Get the touchdown, get the 1st down, or just get down. And the quarterback does.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Touchdown, Bama! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in, and I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver, and I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And he tacked on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Unloads it left. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw it again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give, running right, it's Frazier. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Line getting set on second down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. And as the clock runs out here in the second quarter, this offense happy with the lead it has built, and they'll go to halftime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're just about ready to start the second half. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big...
Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights.
Such a trash game,
That
man.
scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
Here comes the heat. Working that left side. There he goes. At the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Tight end now in motion. Going deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Keelan Russell looking down the middle. He's got an open man. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the tight end. They'll move the wide receiver. Crosses to 35. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Quick release by the QB. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The run inside. It's Hill. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Russell on play action. Hit as he throws. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Russell will throw for it on 4th. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give to Frazier.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Off-play action on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Russell. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Turning it on. Quick step and goal. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this is exactly what happens when you don't keep a fast quarterback in the pocket. Man, you got to keep him inside that tackle box. Don't let him dance. Don't rush upfield. A lot of times that's the responsibility of the defensive lineman, because now you see, now the linebackers, the secondary, everybody's chasing him, and he has the ability to go to the house, to make the big plays. That dude's got some jets.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. Toss sweep to the right. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration and now setting up fourth down.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. 4th down, Russell. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. Glad to have you with us from Malone Stadium in Monroe, Louisiana. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the UL Monroe Warhawks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
The UL Monroe head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. He'll toss it. On the move at the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Hey, when you are a dangerous return man, forget that stuff about not fielding it in your end zone. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. More play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Nice job by the quarterback pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing more. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd downs. Their first...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. More to throw for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jamison. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense dialed up a blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew he was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
Wide receiver going in motion. Defense in press coverage. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Warhawks will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jamison. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The official says no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route, take advantage, hit it right now.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they strike first. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore. He'll get rid of it. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Oh, there's an alley to the left. some open space and turned on the Jets.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And they turn it into a defensive score. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This should be the last play of the quarter. Running inside, it's Jamison. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Warhawks are in the hurry up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the pass.
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They're setting up the screen. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the 1st down, certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Dante Moore. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Moore will throw. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The run inside. It's Davison. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Tight end now in motion. Moore with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Here's more to throw. Bringing the heat. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Here comes the option. The option, the keeper, the pitch. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Warhawks want to crank the tempo. They'll move the tight end. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. This time he wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Second down, he'll throw it. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the...
Snags it, and he's open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. The throw. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And the Warhawks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to run, it's Jamison. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, UL Monroe! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute and score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Moore to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab deep. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the boot, looking for his man. The short hands, it's Stewart. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee. This drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That's caught. It's Stewart. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside. It's Davison. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
On target over the middle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Warhawks want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering.
A shot toward the end zone. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got him. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. And he's in! Touchdown, Warhawks! They'll line up to go for 2. He'll set up to throw. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And that one's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Davison. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go play action with Moore. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fights off a defender. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Under fire. And they're not on the same page there.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Get it out on the screen. Across the 45. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Warhawks headed quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Warhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the gun. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it back looking for help. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Moore. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Finds a seam. keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Slings it downfield. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Lost to throw again. Under fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now get...
Hits the accelerator to the right. To the house. Touchdown, Warhawks.
And that's exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. With the catch, it's Hooks. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Davison. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. send the tight end in motion. Dante Moore. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore will throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal.
The offense coughs it up. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Another incompletion on third down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And here's the third interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Price. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Connection to the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
And guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. There's some room. Makes it past the marker. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started.
What an unbelievable play on offense. And I think the thought process was, hey, we're on our own 2-yard line. Let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way. I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib. And he showed you his speed. Wow, what a game-changing type play.
Dumps it to the back. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he's going to try to return this one. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return, but they just jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. This is like he's orchestrating a video game out there. I mean, he's right at 500 yards. He's a step or 2 or 3 ahead of any coverage he sees.
Or 12, Reese. I mean, this defense just doesn't have an answer for him. They've blitzed him. They've played zone coverage. They try to man up these receivers, but the end result is always the same. This guy right now is unstoppable.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. First down for this offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
Took care of it himself. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run?
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Crosses midfield. The 30. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. Took it all the way back to the house.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The offense changing the play. Here's more to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.